الله لا إله إلا هو له الأسماء الحسنى.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. كتب عليه أنه من تولاه فأنه يضله ويهديه إلى عذاب السعير. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. رب زدني علما رب زدني علما رب زدني علما رب زدني عملا رب زدني عملا رب زدني عملا. In the previous week, I read 2 ayats from Surah Al-Hajj. First ayat was وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَنْ يُجَادِلُ فِي اللَّهِ بِغَيْرِ عِلْمٍ وَيَتَّبِعُ كُلَّ شَيْطَانٍ مَرِيدٍ. The conclusion of the ayat was that without having the sufficient knowledge and without having the right knowledge to debate and create dialogues about Shariat, this is the amal and the act of shaitan. Basically, this is what shaitan did when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered shaitan and the angels to prostrate in front of Adam alayhi salatu wasalam. He said, خلقتني من نار خلقتني من نار. You have created him خلقته من طين وخلقتني من نار. You have created him from soil, from mud, and you have created me from what? Fire. So I'm better. Without having the sufficient knowledge, alright, this is his first act to deny the hukum of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the ayat is indicating that if we start debating without the right knowledge, without knowing the right things that we need to know about Shariat, we are following the footsteps of Shaitan. Today ayat, my main ayat today to explain is كُتِبَ عَلَيْهِ أَنَّهُ مَنْ تَوَلَّاهُ فَأَنَّهُ يُضِلُّهُ وَيَهْدِيهِ إِلَى عَذَابِ السَّعِيرِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that those who make shaitan and make friendship with shaitan, this is written, is compulsory, that وَيَهْدِيهِ إِلَى عَذَابِ السَّعِيرِ, that whoever makes friendship with shaitan, that person will be led to what? Shaitan will lead him, guide him to Jahannam. So the ayat conclusion is that when we make friendship with shaitan, the friendship would lead us to what? Jahannam, because the moment we get hand to hand with shaitan, shoulder to shoulder to shaitan, shaitan promised Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that I will not go alone to Jahannam, I will have a good amount of people going with me to Jahannam. So he wants to fulfill his, what you call it, his swear and his whatever, he wants to fulfill his promise to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So first thing, when we make friendship with shaitan, he will lead us to what? Jahannam. Also, that we know that there's 2 enemies of ours. Number 1, nafs and shaitan. Nafs, Quran is also inna nafsa la ammaratum bisu illa ma rahima rabbi. Inspiration and what? Shaitan. Nafs and shaitan. These are 2 enemies. When we realize these are two enemies, that what we have to understand, how do we make friendship true with shaitan? So it's not that shaitan attacks us directly, straight away. He doesn't have the power to attack us straight away. Yeah? He cannot just attack us just straight away. He needs something. He's not gonna jump on you. First, we are we have to go towards shaitan. The moment we go towards shaitan, when he sees the door open, that's the time shaitan starts attacking and putting waswas and start his work, his duties. So what we are, Quran is indicating man yatawallahu. In another place, innama yatawallawnahu. Whoever makes him as a friend. So the shaitan will have power on them, control on them. Whoever makes friendship with shaitan. How do we make friendship with shaitan? How does this environment get created, making friendship by shaitan? You have to understand that not only shaitan is the one that deviates us to, it's the nafs too. Look, I'll give you a dalil on this. In Ramadan al-Mubarak, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam says, Suffidat al-shayateen. The shaitans are chained. They are locked up. But we still do ghibat, we still do buhtan, we still lie. We do not read our salat properly like we should be reading our salat properly. We are not fulfilling the 100% right of Ramadan al-Mubarak. Even though shaitan is tied up, chained, but we are still committing sins. This is indicating not only shaitan is deviating us, not only shaitan is deviating us, is something else that is our nafs and our inspiration. So, how do we get to the first stage? The shaitan realize that this person is loving me and is in love with me and he wants to put his hand forward for friendship. أَنَّهُ مَنْ تَوَلَّوْا. The moment, how do we do that? We do that by fulfilling all our desires and passions. The moment we start following all our desires and all our passions, that's the moment when shaitan realizes that this person has come in my group and he's ready to be submitted and accept my admission form. This is when we start following all our desires, whatever comes in our heart, and we start following that, that's the moment when shaitan starts attacking us, and he starts his work. He says, alright, once Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala was coming from somewhere, and he seen a Sahabi called Jabir ibn Abdullah radiallahu ta'ala anhu. And he realized that Jabir radiallahu ta'ala anhu has some shopping with him. So Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, being the Khalifa and Amirul Mu'mineen, he asked Hazrat Jabir radiallahu ta'ala anhu, where have you come from? What are you doing? So Hazrat Jabir radiallahu ta'ala anhu said that I went shopping and I felt like having some meat, and this is meat. I bought meat because I had the passion and the desire to eat meat. Now, before we go to the reply of Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, when Jabir radiallahu ta'ala anhu had the passion for meat, he had the love and he had the desire to eat meat. Now, meat is not haram. In fact, is a marghoob, a beloved thing that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam used to love and eat. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam used to love eating meat. Yeah? And if you read the seerat of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam used to give preference to eat meat. Yeah? So he loved eating meat. Yeah? But when Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu asked Hazrat Jabir radiallahu ta'ala anhu that where have you come from and what have you bought? Hazrat Jabir radiallahu ta'ala anhu said that I've come from the market and I bought meat. Hazrat Umar said, and then he said, I felt like having meat. I had the desire to have meat. I had the passion to have meat. So Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu said, أَوَكُلَّمَا اشْتَهَيْتَ شَيْئًا اشْتَرَيْتَ أَوَكُلَّمَا اشْتَهَيْتَ شَيْئًا اشْتَرَيْتَ. Is it so that you have made your nafs and inspiration and fitrat and nature such that whatever you desire, whatever you have passion for, you are buying that? Now, Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala knew that the meat he's bought is halal. He knew that meat is preferable, beloved by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But what Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala was wanted Hazrat Jabir radiallahu ta'ala to learn that don't make your inspiration and your fitrat and nature such that whenever you feel like having something, go and say, I want to buy this. I want to do this. We have to create the environment and train our nuts, our inspiration, our nature such that whatever comes in our heart, whatever we feel like doing, we should not follow that straight away. First, get it in the scale of Shariat. See if it's according to Sunnah of Kitabullah wa Sunnah Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That the thing I feel like doing, the thing what I have in passion for, the thing what I have inspiration for, is this allowed in Shariat? Is this allowed in Shariat? Now I'll give you an example. We see our house on sale. We see our house on sale and we have the passion to buy the house. We see a shop on sale, we have the passion to buy that. We see a car on sale, we have the passion to buy that. We see some coats on sale, we have the passion to buy that. Anything we see, we have the passion and the ishtihar and the desire to buy that. Now look at that. Do I have the right means to buy this thing? To purchase this thing? Do I have the right means? If I have the right means, is this the end of my passion or will it carry on? Sometimes we have the passion and the means we have to use that is haram. So this is indicating that sometimes following all our passions, making sure we do not, and when we lose control our nafs on our desires, we start following the passion which are haram and not allowed. This is what Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu indicated, أَوَكُلَّمَا اشْتَهَيْتَ شَيْئًا اشْتَرَيْتَ. And this is where the door opens for shaitan. When we say كُتِبَ عَلَيْهِ أَنَّهُ مَنْ تَوَلَّاهُ فَأَنَّهُ يُضِلُّهُ وَيَهْدِيهِ إِلَى عَذَابِ السَّعِيرِ. This is where the door opens. This is where we start creating friendship with shaitan. Shaitan sees that this person is a person that his nature and fitness is such, that his inspiration is such trait, that whatever desire he has for, whatever passion he has for, he starts following that. And when he starts following that, that's when shaitan comes ahead and puts his hand forward for friendship, and that's when he starts deviating us. So what this ayat is indicating to, and the call of Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu is indicating to, that we need to have a dhabtul nafs, control on our inspiration. If you look at Ramadan al-Mubarak, which passed away about 2 weeks ago, Ramadan al-Mubarak is the academy and a madrasa and a school. That academy and madrasa and school has taught us Ghabatun nafs, to control our inspiration, to control our desire. He showed us from Sahri time to Ghurub al-Shams, don't eat, don't drink, and control our tongue, especially that time. And showed us to make sure we have connection with masjid. This is what Ramadan al-Mubarak has taught us. And the main thing is taught us Ghabatun nafs, control on our inspiration. So conclusion of my speech today is that shaitan, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that whoever makes friendship with shaitan, shaitan will lead him to Jahannam. And shaitan does not make friendship straight away. He cannot deviate you straight away. He cannot jump on you straight away. He cannot attack you straight away until we go towards shaitan. We open the door to shaitan. And how do we open the door to shaitan is that we start following all our desires. We follow all our passion. We need to connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in such a way that we can control our desires and our shahwats and our passions. And once we control our desires and our passion, we will close the door to shaitan. Shaitan will not be able to deviate us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq and ability to act on what I said. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq and ability to control our desires and our inspiration. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.
الله لا إله إلا هو له الأسماء الحسنى